Hey everyone, my name is Michael Kenny. I'm a commercial sales leader here at Clari. Now that we're all managing remote workforces, I wanted to take a couple minutes to walk through how I'm using Clari on a day-to-day basis so that I don't have to pick up the phone and harass my reps to report the news on an hourly basis. And I still have that level of visibility into where is there risk in my business, specifically as it relates to COVID-19, for my install base, my current quarter opportunities, as well as my next quarter opportunities. So what we did was we created a field in Clari called COVID-19 risk. So what you're seeing here on the left-hand side are all the various opportunities within a rep's install base. On the right-hand side in this details tab, we created a field called COVID-19 risk scale. This is inline editable, so a rep can go search, click, and assign a value based on their point of view in that account of how COVID is going to affect budget for a project. And you can see they can go through deal by deal, easily click, assign a value, and move on to the next. Now, once I have this bottoms up approach from a deal level intelligence perspective, I can do some pretty cool things to manage the business appropriately without, again, having to pick up the phone and for 2 to 3 hours a day harass the reps to report the news on what's changing within each account. So some of the different metrics and things that we're presenting in this, what I have here is a COVID-19 risk analysis dashboard. I'm looking at, in my current quarter, the committed deals, which ones have the reps flagged as at risk, and then I can go ahead and monitor what is Clari seeing in the CRM score. Is this deal tracking like a deal that we win or lose? And then what's the activity in that account? Are we engaged over the last 7 days? Over the last 30 days, what does that engagement look like? Is there a next meeting on the books? This gives me the visibility to go assess there's clear risk in this IT storage deal. Now, when I pick up the phone to call the rep, we can have a more strategic and meaningful conversation around, should this be in the current quarter? What can we do to get it back on track? What other deals can we look for to potentially backfill this if we do have to push it to the next quarter? I'm taking that same exact approach to not only current quarter deals, but I'm looking at that same level of inspection through my renewal business. And then as I scroll down here, you can see some of the different metrics that we're surfacing. So this is one of my favorite grids here on the right. We're surfacing up on the X and Y axis, the CRM score, as well as the activity score. So what's the relational health in that deal? So these are, what I'm surfacing on this chart is what my team has flagged as high risk. Now what I want to see is, of the deals that are high risk, how well engaged are we still in these accounts? So these deals in the upper right-hand quadrant are still tracking relatively well. It's these deals down here we can see very low activity scores. These is where I have to go do some serious inspection and figure out, should this be in the current quarter, or do we have to have a conversation about moving this to the next quarter? As I scroll down, one of the modules that I'm living in on a daily basis is Flow. Flow is showing me in real time everything that's all my inventory, how it's progressed through the stages. So what's slipped, what's closed lost, what's been upgraded, what have we won? I'm specifically keeping an eye on what's slipped. You can also see here we're surfacing up, again, based on the COVID-19 risk, how is my inventory in general? So you can see the largest amount of inventory I have, 3.1 million, the reps have flagged as high risk. I have 1.56 million in low risk. I also have, it looks like, one deal for 630K that maybe this organization is receiving a tailwind. We have a chance to bring this in and actually accelerate the deal. So I'm doing that same level of inspection for out quarter deals as well. I want to have a really tight understanding of what's risky and what's not as I report the news up to my executive team. Hopefully this was helpful. One of the many, many ways that I'm leveraging Clari on a daily basis, particularly as it relates to managing a remote workforce and assessing risk in my business due to COVID-19. Hopefully this was helpful. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you.